diss. So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far,
French
so good.
Montana.
Do you even know half the people you're naming?
No. If
Good.
you were seriously dating somebody, would you
Chloe? No.
You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why don't you drink it? Yeah, but
last night. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet.
you haven't. I want to be Chloe when I grow up, Court.
Oh, you're just so little. Like
My balls are just going.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
Have you met Chloe's new, crew of friends?
No. Well, kind of.
You did?
Yeah.
Stop. Stop talking. Have you met Chloe's new crew of friends?
And all I said was yes.
Stop
And then I
talking.
stopped. All I said was yes.
I mean,
If you go through old episodes of the Kardashians, you will find plenty of clips like the one you just watched, where they openly talk about Diddy's parties, where they openly talk about going and partying with Diddy. As you just heard, Chloe is talking about one of Diddy's freak-offs. Justin Bieber was there. Half the people there were naked. And now that these clips are starting to go viral online, a lot of people are coming up with theories about Kim Kardashian's connection to Diddy. And because of this, Kim Kardashian's lawyer has started to send out random cease and desist to random content creators, YouTubers, people over on X. Go follow me over there if you haven't already. And I found that kind of odd because the Kardashians got to where they are now by being the topic of conversations, by being at the center of rumors and drama and speculation. I don't really hold anything against the Kardashians, but Kim Kardashian mainly became famous because of a sex tape. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that this is part of the Kardashian brand. Women sit online and gossip about you. That's why you're so relevant. That's why you're so famous. And every single day, there's not a minute that goes by where people aren't talking about, real things the Kardashians did and fake things the Kardashians did. There's not a moment on earth that goes by without people on social media forming some sort of speculation, spreading rumors, some of which are true, some of which are false. So seeing the Kardashians get really defensive about this Diddy stuff, I just think it's kind of odd because conspiracies have been spread about Kim Kardashian for years, and you don't necessarily see, the lawyer getting involved. So I did think that was odd. But here's the problem, folks. People are looking at the connections between the Kardashians and Diddy, and they're mainly looking at Kim Kardashian. And because of the clip you watched at the beginning of this video, they're looking at Khloe Kardashian. The real connection, though, is not with Khloe. It's not with Kim. It's with Kris. Kris is the real connection to Diddy. And I think a lot of people lose sight of maybe Diddy's age. Diddy's kind of old school. I know he likes younger girls, younger guys, but hey, that's beside the point. Diddy and Kris are the ones who are really cozy. And you could find clips of Kris openly talking about going and partying with Diddy. You could find photos of them together from a while back. So everyone's got the microscope on Kim Kardashian and Khloe. No one's really talking about Kourtney. But Kris, that's the real connection. And of course, Kris is in a relationship with Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble is like the manager of Justin Bieber. He's connected to a lot of famous people in Hollywood, a lot of famous people in the music industry. He's also connected to Diddy. He's also connected to Diddy's ex, Kim Porter. In fact, when Kim Porter died, there's photos of Corey Gamble at the scene when paramedics are showing up. So oddly enough, he was kind of there when Kim Porter was found dead or died. And this is all just surface level things. I know listen, when you make YouTube videos, you have to understand not everyone is as deep into the rabbit hole as others. So sometimes you don't want to just dive right in. You gotta, warm people up here, let people know what's going on. So I understand some of you all know of the deeper connections between all of these people, and that's something we'll get into in the future. But for right now, just surface level things, without even having to be like a top flight investigator, you can start seeing the random connections, throughout these famous people. And it's really weird when you really start thinking about it, especially when you think about the fact that they've openly talked about these little parties and stuff with Diddy for years. Hollywood and the music industry, make no mistake about it, they are panicking right now. Because 90% of Hollywood and the music industry can be tied to Diddy in some sort of way. They've been to a Diddy party. They were aware of some of the things going down at the Diddy parties. And this is why I feel like we have two different reactions to everything we're seeing with Diddy right now. Some people I've seen in the comment sections, and when I'm discussing this, they're wondering, why am I not as outraged as others? And the reality is, for half of the people paying attention to this story, this is something brand new. This is breaking news. They never could have imagined the crazy stuff going on behind the scenes with Diddy. But then there's those of us who have been paying attention. Those of us who are aware of things going on in like the hip hop community and the rap game and stuff like that. And the things that we're hearing about Diddy now, 99.9% of it isn't anything new. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, they're so disgusted by Diddy's actions now. But people would brag about these parties just a few years ago. Diddy's been known for these freak-offs for years. Diddy's been known to diddle for years. This has not been a secret. So that's why when I look at this story, I don't know. There's something about it completely that feels off. Yes, I have to reiterate this 1,000 times. I do believe that Diddy is guilty of most of what he's been accused of. But all of the things that Diddy's been accused of, most of this has been open, public information. Not a secret, not something on the down low, something that was bragged about and talked about for years openly. And now all of a sudden it's like, all right, time to crack down. We're going to arrest him for this now. And I mean, the clip at the beginning of this video is just a small example of how they openly would talk about going to these freak-off parties and everyone's naked. Oh, there's Justin Bieber there. How old is he again? Was he old enough? I think at the time of that episode, he was old enough. But there's a lot of tweets and weird posts out there about Justin Bieber from celebrities when he was just a child. When he was 15, 16 years old. Like Rihanna, for example. She said some creepy stuff. But the point that I'm getting at here, as I know half of America is in shock right now, and everyone's interested in all of this stuff that is coming out. But basically, most of what is coming out has been public, open information that was bragged about and talked about for so long. And now that he's going down for all of this, I'm wondering why. Why now? There's got to be something else here, right? Like there's got to be a missing piece to this puzzle. A missing piece to this story. Because it's just weird how this goes from being stuff that was openly talked about, rapped about, joked about, talked about on late night TV shows, reality TV shows. We know how Diddy was getting down. And they still gave him the key to the city. All of the people who are pretending to be disgusted by Diddy's actions now and they're trying not to associate with him anymore, they were just cozy, buddy with him 6 months ago, a year ago. So it's just weird watching this play out. And I understand that some people don't have that same reaction because they weren't in the know about everything that was going on, because they don't pay attention to rap music or hip hop or Diddy or this or that. But, you know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on behind the scenes in Hollywood and in the music industry. And if those secrets ever got out, I don't know what a lot of these famous people would do. But this situation is interesting because we're watching celebrities panic. And they're panicking because what was going on with Diddy wasn't this big hidden secret behind the scenes. They know that on social media they've bragged about partying with Diddy. They know there's pictures of them out there at these parties with Diddy. They know that their connections to Diddy have been really public. And if you go through the old reality shows like the Kardashians, if you go through the old TRLs and all of the old little interviews that these artists have done and stuff over the years, you will find them openly talking about attending these parties. So the panic here is kind of different. They're not panicking over the secret getting out because the secret's been out. It's never been a secret. They're panicking because all of this is out there in the public and people just got to do the digging. And I know there's been news breaking about celebrities scrubbing their social media profiles like Pink, Usher, Megan Fox. And I know that there's excuses out there. Some say Pink scrubbed her profile in February and Usher was hacked. And Megan Fox, I guess she was having relationship issues. But listen, there's going to be excuses thrown out there. The reality is you're going to see a lot of people scrub their social media accounts. And like I said, they'll have excuses and some of them will be true, but some of them will blatantly lie about it. And just because they scrubbed their social media a couple of months ago doesn't mean that it's not connected to Diddy, because we know that what's been going on with Diddy has been going on for a long time, and everyone knew that this day would come, or the day would come when he got arrested. So we're witnessing a different type of panic. Because sure, Hollywood and the music industry, they have their secrets. But Diddy's parties were never a secret. So everything's kind of out there in the public. You just got to know where to look for it. And they're trying their hardest to scrub this stuff off the internet as we speak. But for now, let me know your thoughts about all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.